study of temperature and pH optimum on salivary amylase. Principle of this practical is that optimum temperature and pH are required for the best functioning of the enzyme. Amylase that we are going to use is salivary amylase, and it best works at 37 degrees centigrade and pH 7. If we increase temperature beyond 37 or decrease beyond 37 or increase pH beyond 7 or decrease than 7, the functioning of this salivary amylase would be affected. Apparatus that we require for this practical are test tubes, water bath, beaker, lamp, dropper, starch solution, iodine solution. A freezer is required, tap water, fresh amylase that we will form from 1 ml of saliva diluted in 50 ml of water. We are not going to use the synthetic amylase because it is having allergic reactions. We are maintaining our temperature on 37 degrees centigrade. For one of the test tube will put in at 37 degrees centigrade, and then we have a spirit lamp for heating amylase. We have test tubes and saliva solution. We have 1% starch solution, iodine solution, and acid for decreasing the pH. And we have also prepared a base solution that is to increase pH. And then we have a reaction plate on which we will take drop from the test tubes under different regimes to check the activity of amylase. We are going to perform starch test by using a drop of starch and applying a drop of iodine on it. So we can see deep blue or black color appeared. This shows that the starch existed in this solution. After iodine test, now we are going to use these 5 tubes for our experiment. We'll keep one test tube at 37 degrees centigrade. We'll heat one tube. We will keep one tube in a refrigerator or freezer, and another tube will put acid, and in the last tube we will put a base. Add 1 ml of saliva solution into all the tubes. We have added equal amount of salivary solution in all the 5 test tubes. Now we are going to put the first test tube at 37 degrees centigrade, and the second tube we have to heat it on flame, and the third tube will cool it in freezer, and then the fourth one we have to treat it with acid, and in the fifth tube we'll add the basic solution. The first test tube is going to 37 degrees centigrade for 10 to 15 minutes in water bath. We have to keep this tube in the refrigerator for cooling. Going to add 0.5 ml of acetic acid in the tube nominated for acid. 0.5 ml of basic solution in the tube nominated for reaction with a base. Second tube on spirit lamp. After a specific treatment to each test tube, now the test tubes are back in erect. Now we are going to put starch solution of an equal amount into all tubes. We have to shake the tubes in order to mix saliva with the starch. Allow these test tubes to react saliva with starch for 5 minutes, and then we'll test it for iodine. Now we have taken one drop from each tube onto the reaction plate. Here it is for base, for acid, for cool, for heat, and for 37 degrees centigrade. Now we are going to put one drop of iodine solution in all the drops from test tubes. Here we can see when we performed iodine test, we put only starch and then put a drop of iodine here, and it gave us a deep blue color. When we put a drop from the test tube that was treated with a base, gave us a blue color. It being the enzyme could not work optimally in basic pH. In acid, the enzyme could not perform its work, so starch is still present in solution. When we put iodine drop, it gave us blue color. That is like in iodine test. Enzyme that in freezer, it also gave us a little activity but not optimal activity. So bluish color is still present. It means some starch, some amount is still present. So amylase could not work optimally. The test tube that we heated, amylase could not work at all. Color of this solution is still blue. It means starch is still present in this solution. The test tube that we put on 37 degrees centigrade has golden color, and it means the amylase digested all the starch that was present in the solution. When we put an iodine drop, it gave us golden color. When we treated amylase with heat, acid or base, we added starch and then did iodine test, it gave us dark blue or black color. That shows that all starch was present in solution and there was no activity of amylase. Amylase could not perform its function. When we put it in freezer, the amylase in solution could work a little, and when we did iodine test after adding starch, it gave us blue color. So most of the starch was still present. It shows a little activity of amylase. So when we put a test tube on 37 degrees centigrade, we then added starch in amylase, and then we did iodine test. There was gold color, that is the pure color of iodine. It means there was no starch present in the test tube and the amylase worked optimally. So that is the result of this practical.